Hi everybody, welcome. I'm coming to you this fine Monday night from my office here in the beautiful little town of Goderich. So I hope everyone had a good Monday start to their week. And I'm here because I had a few people inbox me about having a little bit of trouble with sleeping, trouble with odd dreams. And what I want to do is just address that a little bit for you and give you a couple tips right now, especially seeing as we're going through maybe some extra stresses. So a few things to note. So as a clinical hypnotherapist, I've worked with people over the years with helping them to deal with all kinds of sleep disorders. I myself have a sleep eating disorder. And so here's a few things to know about that. One, in times of stress, in times of extra stress, we will maybe have a little more trouble falling asleep, staying asleep, and with the type of dream imagery that we're having. So that can be magnified right now, of course, because, well, we're having uncertain times. We're dealing with very real human fear. Now, our human brain, when it's trying to shut down and get into sleep, it has this, it's like a tape, it's like a cassette player that goes, and if you're not old enough to know what that is, ask your parents. It's like a cassette that just kind of gets to the end and keeps going on playing. That's what anxiety is. It's about going to that worst case scenario, which our brain is supposed to technically do, but then not being able to reel it back and say, all right, it's one day at a time. We're not there yet. We're going to kind of get through this day and this evening and this week, that kind of a thing. So one of the things you can do to help yourself immediately, especially if you have YouTube, that's going to help you out greatly, is to go in there and look for three things I'm about to tell you about. The first are binaural waves. And just trust me on this, every thought, emotion, feeling, and experience you have as a human being correlates to a frequency in your mind, almost like a station. So think of, having Apple Music, and you go in and you tune into some death metal and how that might make you feel, depending on who you are. And then think of the Tibetan bowls that I have going in the background, or like a meditation station. Now think of emotions like that, right? Some people might find that, that death metal feels like fear might on our energy, or that the calming stuff feels like love might on our energy. So anyway, what they do is they take these binaural waves for deep sleep, REM sleep, and deep relaxation. They mix them almost so they are subliminal in with nature sounds and music, and some of it's kind of spacey, just depending on what you like. Streams and birds and all that kind of stuff. You could probably find just about everything. And then you put it on with your headphones while you're going to sleep, and then you can use positive affirmation ones in the morning. So what that's going to do is that's going to help to, basically, it's like dangling a carrot in front of the brain and saying, here are some final thoughts to grab onto to take us into that rest, and get that binaural wave going in the background. The second is the good old subliminal stuff. So subliminal music is just, again, it's like we have these positive affirmations, they're in the background and they're kind of mixed, so the unconscious will pick up on them. That's not really that complicated either. The unconscious, you're sleeping at night, you can be in a deep state of sleep. But if someone knocks at a door downstairs or there's a sound, you're going to hear that. So that is the part of you that is always listening, kind of like your body that's always listening, your protective instincts. That is your unconscious. So it can hear these things in the background while your conscious mind is listening and thinking that it's just hearing, again, nice waves or chimes or bells. So subliminal music for, and then again, you're going to take that and type in for deep sleep, for positive dreaming, that kind of thing. And the third thing that you can do is the good old handy-dandy positive affirmations. Yes, the I'm good enough, I'm smart enough, and people like me. Do not underestimate the power of those little suckers. Again, especially when they're going in that last 30 minutes. Because what they're doing, yes, again, this analogy again and again and again, our brain is like a hard drive. It will go to default settings if we let it. And one of the things I teach in hypnosis, or when I'm working with people to work on, issues in their life and try to overcome them, is we do have to fake it until we make it. So you might be dealing in reality when you're saying, I can't get to sleep at night. Every night I go to sleep, I lay there till 1 or 2 o'clock. It doesn't seem tangible. It seems counterintuitive for me to say to you, no, lie to yourself. Start to tell yourself that you're going to sleep earlier and that you're sleeping well and that you're sleeping happily. Start to lie to yourself. This is what starts to change those little messages and those little neural pathways that are coming down to all the cells in your body on a quantum level. Every part of you hears that. It permeates. So the positive affirmations are really powerful. Think about, when you get up tomorrow, think about what your first few thoughts are in your mind. You would have had some good ones today because it was Monday, and Monday just gets a bad rap. But think about that for just a minute. Try to just take note of what some of those first thoughts are. And again, especially right now with this global pandemic and many people, again, dealing with uncertainties. Look and see where your brain is going. Let it go to that worst case scenario first. That's what it's supposed to do. It loves you. Just wants to make sure you're going to be okay. And then try, though, reeling it back. Reel it back, bring it back to, here's my reality now. Is this real outside of my own head? And try to get those thoughts in there. So you're going to fake it until you make it, and you're going to start telling yourself that you're sleeping really well. As for dream recall, if you have nightmares, things that don't feel comfortable, your psyche can need to release some of those pent-up fears, and that is really most of the time what dreams are. Very seldom if you dream someone dies, are they actually going to die. So, if you're dreaming that you're losing your house and all this is happening, that's a reflection of those fears. And that unconscious is a good way for that to be released. So don't worry, those aren't necessarily precognitive. But again, to help with dreams, to shift them into positive, remember that 30 minutes before sleep is going to be influencing that a great deal. So I really liked that you messaged me about that. I've been really enjoying kind of addressing everyone, and when I get mail like that in my inbox about dreaming, it makes me hope that you will, post in the comments or send me a message about something else you'd like to know about, any other topic kind of within my realm of expertise, and I would love to make a video about it and talk about it a little bit. So thank you to everybody. Again, it's start of another week. Everyone just kind of hang in there, keep loving one another, doing what you need to do on a daily basis, getting to know yourselves, learning your habits and your patterns, and allowing yourself to grow through this period of transition and rebirth, because that really is what I believe, are going to get from all of this. So thank you and peace out. And I will no doubt talk to all of you tomorrow. Thank you.